What's up guys, it's Gio over here and today is vlog day. So I came into the office and first thing I noticed what was on my desk was a piece of mail. Now, I'm not sure if this is for me or it's for Nick because the person who sent it didn't address it to anyone other than the social media unit. So I'm gonna have my partner for today, obviously Gil, come on over and he's gonna go ahead and open up the piece of mail that we have for mail time today.
Hey guys, I'm one of the Little Havana beat officers. My responsibilities are the South River Drive area. I am also part of the police SWAT team.
How does that work? SWAT teams are breaking up into two different groups, right?
Correct, yes. We have what's called a full-time team. I am part of the collateral team. Basically, if there's a call out, while I'm on duty, I respond. And if I'm at home, I'm on call as well.
Now, you said you're on call.
Correct.
24 hours?
Correct. 24 hours, 365 days.
Oh, wow. So you guys don't go on any kind of rotations. This is...
Correct. Correct. If you're on the team, you're on call 24/7.
Wow. So do you have a subscription to like an espresso coffee service?
Yes, it's called Little Havana Coffee.
That's it. We're gonna have to get some of that in a little bit, actually.
Absolutely, yes.
So man, much respect to you because that's tough, guys. You know, so all you 15s out there that are thinking about being SWAT, you know, you got to stay in shape, keep yourself healthy, keep yourself mentally healthy as well, right. And be prepared that when you take that journey, that it's going to be very demanding. So you have to be ready for that.
And you gotta love it.
You gotta love it, man. So let's get back to the reason why we're here. Mail time. I'm gonna let my man, Officer Gil, take care of this one.
Oh man.
Say who it's from and where it's from.
From Sean Ramsey, Mihuka, Illinois.
Mihuka. Is that Mihuka or Minoka? Manuka.
Manuka?
I think it's Manuka.
Manuka, Illinois.
Let us know, Manuka or Mahuka?
Alright, here we go. Oh, very cool. We got a...
Nice.
Very cool. So this is from the Juliet Junior College Police. Okay, very cool.
I'm gonna leave this shot on Nick's desk. If you guys want to send Nick some mail, make sure that you address it to him. If you address it to the social media unit, one of us is gonna open it. So we're gonna get on out of here. Nick's gonna have this patch. He's gonna put it to the patch board. Sean, thanks again, brother. And let's go do what we gotta do.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's get to work. So this is Jose Marti Park. This is the southern border of my beat. I basically come here and make contact with the park rangers, try to see if they're having any issues with the, whether it be narcotics, drinking. When I first got here, we were having a little bit of a problem. But you know, you come by, they see that you make contact and you address issues, and then slowly they go away. Go talk to the park rangers. What's actually pretty cool about this is on the second floor, they're really nice basketball courts, hardwood, and you'll have like key players come in here and train and stuff like that. So sometimes we'll use this space right here to have community meetings. So if you live in the Little Havana area, the second Tuesday of every month at 6 p.m. we have a meeting right here. Hope's in here today or no?
No, he's not here today.
Okay, cool. Tell him.
Hope he had the goodwill service because he's setting up for a homeless stand down that's going to be out here.
When you see this time, Babyface came by.
All right,
The main park ranger you wanted to speak to wasn't here today, right?
No, he wasn't here. His name is Pope. I usually make contact with him. He's the overall manager for most of the parks here in the city of Miami, and he's a very helpful gentleman. So I try to make contact and make sure whatever problems he's having, I can help him with.
Awesome, awesome. So, you know, what's next on the agenda for the beat officer?
We're probably going to go along the river. If any calls in the area come out, we'll go and handle them and make contact with the rest of the citizens.
we went by the river and no one's out there, so that's a good thing. The officer presence is making a difference in the zone he's working. So right now we're going to take a little break, stop at a little corner store, and head over to the station where he's going to get, for the first time ever, his personal
body-worn camera.
So if you guys noticed on the last vlog, Officer Rodriguez was issued one. She had her body camera. They're being distributed throughout the 3 different substations in the city, so the officers are all getting equipped with body cameras now. One of the best things about Little Havana is that they have these little corner stores that you can walk up to and get little pastries and get a little coffee. So we're gonna take a little break, have a little coffee, and keep it going.
This is a guayaba and quesito pastelito with some coffee.
That's it.
It's a breakfast of champions right here. They told me to come here, I'm gonna get my camera. So this is it, huh? Okay, let me see. Where am I gonna be? Help me find me.
Ready to go?
Ready to go.
Let's do it. Woo!
Dale, get in.
So we're here at Raka Chaka. Where is this place at?
This is right here in Southwest 13th Avenue and 1 Street.
This is like Chipotle on steroids over here.
Is this fire?
This is awesome. So if you come down to Little Havana, come check this place out for sure.
Go by arrival here in 19 on the trail at the supermarket call. So the call came out as a male causing a scene here at the Presidente, 19 on the trail. Apparently he's going into the store, harassing the customers, and then going out and causing a scene. So we're gonna make contact with whoever called and see if we can ascertain what's going on. Y hace 15 minutos que lo viste por allá.
Allá estaba al otro lado, a la orilla de la calle, al otro lado.
Yeah. He said the last scene was like 15 minutes ago, but he went back behind those bushes somewhere and disappeared.
Well, that guy took off, so we're gonna get back in the car and keep driving around. So that last call, you know, the guy took off. The patrol's just gonna go ahead and see if there were any victims and try to find out if there was a report that's needed or not, right?
Correct.
So now this area over here, this isn't Calle Ocho, this isn't the tourist area.
No.
But this is your zone, right?
Yes. This is my beat right here. This is what we consider the river area. It's the most easterly part of Little Havana. It's more of a low-income area, and we don't really get as many tourists visiting here. Not too much to see.
But because this is not a tourist area, you can get your food a little cheaper over here. Right?
Yes, and the coffee's a lot better.
Definitely. So there's no inflation if you come in this neighborhood.
Yes.
So right now we're doing a drive-through in the neighborhood. It's pretty much a high visibility patrolling.
Correct. Basically, driving around the heart of my beat, I like to basically be seen as much as possible, and just let people know that we're out here, even though nothing's going on. And as you can see, there's kids playing at the park. Let the parents know that we're out here in case they need us. We're not ways away.
You might notice we might look a little different right now, and that's because that training class took so long.
So long.
It ate up a lot of our day, and when we went back on the street, we were riding around, there really wasn't much going on. It was very quiet. So we decided to come back the following week and do a second ride-along for this vlog. Now, from the last time we was together,
correct,
one thing changed, and that was your zone.
Yes. So before I was the river beat officer, now I'm the Flagler beat officer. So that entails is making contact with all the businesses on Flagler and introducing myself, finding out what kind of issues they're having, and try to address them together.
So when a beat officer gets assigned a new role in his area, it's very important that he goes out business to business to get to know what are the issues and concerns that they're having. They also get trespass information, and they get to know who are the people that are usually the problematic individuals in that area. So getting to know the residents and the businesses is the #1 concern of a new beat officer when they're in their new position. So what's on the agenda for today?
So today I spoke with some of the property owners in my beat. One of the concerns that they brought up was trespassers, where the Sedanos at 1265 with Flagler is. Trespassers that were drinking, smoking narcotics.
So the issue you're having at the Sedanos right now, is it the same group of people that are continuously going, or this is just like a new set of people that are coming and going?
It seems to be the same group of vagrants.
All right, so we're gonna go head over to that Sedanos right now and see if anyone is there. Yeah, so you were telling me earlier, the vagrants over here, they don't just aggressively panhandle, but they urinate.
Correct.
And they'll defecate in the area. So just standing over here, you can already smell that they were peeing. You can smell the urine. So, it's important that the beat officer goes ahead and maintains that high visibility. He did give him his trespass warning for today, and if that person is seen back here on the property, today he's going to go to jail.
Correct, yes.
What we're going to do right now is a park and walk. Officer Gill is going to start going to the different businesses to introduce himself. Very similar to what Officer Frazier did with his rookie.
That's that. I've already made contact with the business on the other side, and just keep at it.
So now, Officer Gill went ahead, did the park and walk, went to all the different buildings, and gave a business card to them. So everyone that's in his area, they know who he is, and if they need to speak to him, they can easily get a hold of him. Now, we're headed over to a call that was close by. It was literally right around the block, where the call came in that the complainant was saying that one of her neighbors was possibly trying to poison her. So we're gonna investigate this one and see what's going on.
Buena. ¿Cómo anda?
All right, so that last call was in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, so just give us a quick recap, man. What was going on over there?
So basically there was a civil issue between her and something with the water bill. It was a civil matter that she has to deal with, her and her attorney. As far as any criminal or police matter, it was not. There was no poisoning involved. She mentioned something about a frog powder.
Frog powder?
She said there was some kind of frog powder put in her soup.
There was no criminal act. There was a civil issue. But for a moment, we were concerned that this might have been criteria for a Baker Act, considering she was saying about poison. She was being poisoned. So we weren't sure about her mental health and the mental stability. You know, the officer had to ask her some questions regarding her mental and physical well-being.
Yeah, I asked her a couple questions to see if, you know, she was in danger, if she wanted to harm herself or anyone. She was adamant that she did it.
She did not meet the criteria for a Baker Act. Her place was intact, where there were no signs of any kind of distress. So,
right.
You know, there was no alarm being set off for law enforcement that we needed to take any kind of police action.
Right.
You know, because she was not in danger. She was able to have, you know, coherent conversations with us. All right, so now we're going to continue going. It's coming this way. 10 on 11 Avenue.
TSL, we have to take Southwest 7315, show you responded to Southwest 11 and 6, 73 and 15.
He's contained.
I got him in my sight. In between.
I'm gonna get out.
Yeah, go ahead, go.
Get on the ground!
Hey, you got my back?
I got your back.
Be ready, 11 and 8.
I'm here in the area. I'm the primary area by.
Tuck your knees to your chest.
No problem. In custody right now.
Tuck your knees to your chest, I'm gonna pull you up. Pull me up!
Alright guys, I'm over here with Officer Charlemagne. How are you, brother?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
A little gassed out, huh?
Yes, a little gassed out.
Now, from my understanding, you were on a domestic violence call, right?
Yes, a call went in for a domestic violence situation, and I responded with my partner. We stopped, we made contact with the possible offender. He stated that he did not want to go to jail, and then the foot chase was on.
So when we came around, we saw the officer running, and when we went to set a perimeter up, the officer stopped, was advising that the guy was in his line of sight. So that's when I came out the car and I backed up Officer Charlemagne, where he went ahead, took the subject into custody, and he is getting ready to be processed to take that right to jail. So we're gonna follow along, hang out with Charlemagne for a little bit, and then keep it going.
So right now what we're doing is we're trying to retrace steps to see if the offender dropped anything while in pursuit, because as he began to run in between buildings and cutting corners, I momentarily lost sight of him.
Now when an officer loses sight of a subject, that's when it can become very, very, very dangerous, because the subject can be hiding and you don't know if he has a firearm. That's why the officer was on the air giving his position, so we know where he was, so we could set a perimeter and keep the person contained.
He was here and then he jumped this fence.
Right here, right?
Yeah, right there.
Jump right here.
7325.
Go back.
You're right, for the medical examiner's office, that's why I'm waiting. Getting too old for that, Gil.
Yeah, you're right.
So we went ahead, we canvassed everything, and nothing else was found. Officer Charlemagne is going to head back to the station. He's got to take care of that paperwork. I'm going to get back in the car with Officer Gil, and we're going to continue our day. So we've been driving around for a while, and calls have been quiet, so it's about time for Officer Gil to 06. I'm just going to give you a recap of that last call that you just saw. You know, the responsibility of the officers that are en route to an officer that's on foot pursuit is to give a quick response to that perimeter post. And that's pretty much where you were heading over to, right?
Correct. Once we got to Southwest 8th Street and the officer pointed us that he was going back north, immediately I rushed over to 7th just to make sure he didn't break that block. Once we knew he didn't, Gio, that's when you hopped out and you got a visual. I could hear you guys giving verbals, so instead of going to the next point on the perimeter, I went and assisted you guys.
which is good. It's teamwork. You know, the officers go ahead and they respond quick, you know, back each other up and get ready to set that perimeter post. So guys, it's about that time for me to get out of here. As always, don't forget to like,
share,
and subscribe.